Hey guys, welcome to our channel. Today we're going to be going over the steps to petition for a K-1 visa for your fiance. Alright, well, let's get started. Step 1, get a fiance. Kind of need one of those to make this work. So, kind of important. Step 2, go to the USCIS.gov website, download the I-129F form and instructions. Make sure you read and follow the instructions carefully. You may also want, while you're there, download the G1145 form. This will allow the USCIS to notify you when they receive your packet and give you any updates along the way. So, like when it's being sent to NBC. So you might want to do that. Step 3, write a short statement on how you met. Make sure it is 1 page or less. The less they have to read, the faster it is to process everything. So short and to the point. Step 4, the letter of intent to marry. This is something that the petitioner and the beneficiary both have to have, one for each. Make sure they are hand signed and not computer generated signatures. So they won't accept it if it's a computer generated signature. Keep that in mind. Step 5, you have met in the last 2 years in person. While you're at it, make sure you gather proof for that, such as plane tickets, hotel receipts, restaurant receipts, photos of the two of you together, receipts from gifts that you've bought, so, etc. So make sure you do that. Make sure you also copy. You need copies of your passports. And not just the photo page, but also any pages that have actual travel stamps on them. So this way they can see that, when you have traveled and where you have traveled in the last few years. So keep that in mind. Step 6, proof you are legal to marry. If you've been previously married, you need to provide a copy of your divorce or annulment decree, a death certificate if your previous spouse has passed, to make sure that you show that you are eligible and legal to marry. Step 7, proof of the petitioner's citizenship. That means copy of your birth certificates, certificate of naturalization, certificate of citizenship, whatever is applicable. If you've had your name changed, make sure you include the documents supporting that as well. So, step 8, passport photos. You're going to need one for each of you. If you go into the instructions, it will tell you what the parameters for those passport photos are. You can pretty much go anywhere and get those taken. I would suggest that you get 2 of each, just in case. This way you have a backup copy. All right. Step 9, criminal record. If you answer yes to Part 6, Question 12A, provide documents showing what happened and the outcome of it. So that this position is finished. Let's see. Step 10, filing fee. You can pay by check, money order, or cashier's check. It needs to be made out to the U.S. Department of Homeland Security. Do not abbreviate. If you do, they're not going to accept the check because it's going to go to the wrong department. They also do not accept cash. So, again, make sure it's either check, money order, or certified check. Step 11, your cover letter. This shows what is in your packet and the order that it was in the packet. So I will provide an example so you guys can see that as well. Okay, tips. Here are some tips that helped out that I learned along the way. If you know you're going to be getting engaged, while you're visiting the person, your potential fiance, you should try and collect as much information as you are when you're together, such as the intent to marry letter. I would type it all out and have it ready to bring with me just in case, because that way they can sign it and date it right there. So you will have that done. Go and get your photo. There's always places that you can find to get your photos done. Make sure the passport photos are done, that you're going to need for your petition. So make sure you have that. Make sure you review all of the documents that you put inside the packet. And literally, don't do it once, don't do it twice, do it 3 times. Make sure you go through, make sure everything is in order, that your cover sheet says that's in there. And make sure you go through everything. Make sure everything is signed properly, dated properly. Make sure nothing is missing. Okay, another tip. Take your packet and copy everything. If you don't have a scanner or a copy, a way of copying it yourself, take it to a center that can do copies for you. Have them scan everything. Matter of fact, if they have the ability to do it, have it scanned to a thumb drive. This way you always have an electronic copy if you need it. Also, it helps that when you go through the rest of it, at one point you're going to need to be able to send a whole packet of that to your fiance for their interview. So they have that, and they have all that information. They know what you've said, what is in there. This way they can send it to them ahead of time if you can. A bit of a disclaimer, just so you guys know, I am not a lawyer. This is just what I did for myself and fiance. So, it seemed to work. We made it through the USCIS. Now we're just waiting for NBC. So, all right. Well, I want to thank you. We hope you enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching. Please, like, subscribe, hit that notification bell for anything else we might be coming out with. We will be doing next steps as we go along. Everything right now, of course, with COVID is on hold. So we're just, waiting for that, but we will be more than happy to let you know what you can do on your next step. That's all we have for today. Like I said, I hope you enjoyed the video and found it helpful. And thank you in advance.